All right, ladies and gents, welcome to the 2021 Daiwa East Gippsland Bream Classic. We finally got here about 12 months too late, but we're here. It should be a fantastic weekend. We've got 54 teams in the field. Hopefully the fish are on the chew. I got some reports throughout the week that the water is a little bit discoloured, the mouth is open, but the fishing is not too bad. There are some good fish around. Just a few people were interested about the weather predictions for the weekend. There is a southerly system coming through tonight, which could bring a little bit of rain. There is a chance of minor flooding in the Genoa, but another report was announced tonight that it's not going to be severe. The weather this weekend is going to be nothing like the weather that we've seen last weekend throughout East Gippsland. Main rainfall should be on Saturday. It looks like Sunday is going to be a lot better and not as much rain. So I don't think that the possibility of minor flooding in the Genoa should have too much of an impact. Bearing that in mind, the main rain should be Friday night. So just be careful Saturday morning when you're heading out. Keep the lookout for potential debris that may be coming down the rivers. So, but it should be a good weekend. Okay, let's get stuck into this briefing. Let's look at our arena, the mighty Malakuta Inlet. So let's have a look. Obviously, you can fish anywhere inside the mouth of Malakuta Inlet. Few things to watch out for is obviously good wind sands. There are some very shallow flats there, so make sure you steer clear of those, especially if you're at speed. As you're heading up into the Genoa system, make sure you watch out for, there's some shallow flats just on the left-hand side. Now, our launching ramp for the weekend, we will be checking in and heading off from Carbathong boat ramp as we do always. So make sure that that's where you go to check in. Our weigh-in process for the weekend, we weigh in down at the Malakuta foreshore. So basically, after 2 p.m.'s key tag check-in at Carbathong, you'll be driving the boats down. It's a on-trailer weigh-in. Drive through Wayne. You'll head down here, as you can see the boats in the past have done. Come through, pull up in front of our Wayne area. Basically, get your fish out of your bag, come across, weigh in. We'll get one person to move the boat along and park, and the other person to come in and weigh in. If you've got biggest bream for the weekend or one of the big bream, we'll definitely get some photos because we have the JML Angler Alliance big bream. And if you've got the biggest bag, we'll get some photos because we also have, thanks to EJ Todd, we have the Sunline best bag. So that is how our weigh-in process will go. Okay, let's have a look. Saturday morning. So from 6 a.m, we'll be down at Carbathong boat ramp. We'll be doing our check-in. So once you've launched your boat, you'll drive by. We'll be checking that your safety lanyard works, your live well's empty, and you have your life jackets on. Once you do that, you will get your key tag. You can go out and wait. 7 o'clock comes, we will start. The fishing is from 7 till 2. It's a rolling start down the tournament board, which we'll show you in a minute. We'll put about a 5-second delay in between each boat. And from Carbathong, it is full noise. There is no speed restrictions. You need to be back at Carbathong boat ramp at 2 p.m. to hand your key tag in. And between 2 and 3 is our drive-by weigh-in. On Sunday, exactly the same process. 6 a.m. to 7 is when we'll do our check-ins. You'll launch the boat, come up to us at the Carbathong jetty. We'll check your live well's empty, you got your life jackets on, and your safety lanyard is attached. From 7 a.m, we will roll down the leaderboard. So a 5-second delay again between the boats. Back to the Carbathong jetty for handing your key tag in by 2 p.m. Between 2 and 3, we'll do that drive-by weigh-in again. After the weigh-in's complete, we will go straight into our presentations. For the weekend, we'll be doing the Sunline Best Bag to the team that gets the heaviest bag for the weekend, the JML Angler Alliance Big Bream for the team that weighs the biggest bream for the weekend. We've got a Hurricane Monster Mover prize for the team that moves the furthest up the leaderboard on day 2. And then we'll present our top 10, 10th up to 4th get prize packs, and 3rd, 2nd, and 1st get the cash, which is 3,000 for 1st, 1,700 for 2nd, and 1,100 for 3rd. Moving into our rules, as we said earlier, the fishing is from 7 till 2, not before or after that time. All anglers must have a Victorian fishing licence and the boat operator have an appropriate boating licence. Teams must obey all posted speed limits while fishing the tournament. It's your responsibility to ensure that the driver of your boat obeys the 0.05 blood alcohol limit at all times, and police could be in attendance. Each team can weigh in a maximum of 5 Bream on lures, flies, or soft plastics. Once you catch your 6th, you need to release a Bream into the water and upgrade. We're looking at 29 centimetres to the tip of the tail for our minimum length. So full length, we're doing tip of the tail measurements. Your live well needs to be 60 litres with an aerator or water circulation unit. And again, we can use your hard body, soft plastics, or flies. You can't use any bait at, this weekend. Anglers can only actively use 1 rod at a time. Moving right on, some more rules. All anglers must wear their PFDs at all times in boats less than 4.8 metres, and anglers in boats over 4.8 must wear PFDs when moving using their outboard. If you stop and you're on your electric and your boat's over 4.8, you can take it off if you like. Anglers aren't permitted to leave contact with their boat while fishing or fighting a fish, and teams must respect other teams' fishing space and remain a good cast away. Now, just remember that it is a requirement for anglers to help people out in distress. They are a top priority, and if it's safe to do so, you should render immediate assistance. Teams that are late back for the 2 p.m. check-in will incur a 100-gram per minute penalty to their weight. Teams that are 15 minutes or more late back to the weigh-in will be disqualified from that round's weigh-in. Teams inconvenienced by a breakdown or may board another team's boat if they're and make their way to the weigh-in with their bag but they need to be back by 2 p.m. So you need to make sure that if you do break down, you can get help from someone else, but you need to have your key tag back and you need to weigh in. So you can ring me and I can help with that. Teams caught blatantly breaking any posted speed limits on the river will be disqualified for that day's weigh-in. If you are booked by the police for speeding, you'll be disqualified from that day's weigh-in. So there's some of our rules. If you want any clarification on the rules, please feel free to give me a call. Let's have a look at our starting order for the weekend. And as I said, we have 54 teams in the field. Had a few people have to pull out at the last minute, but it's fantastic that we have a good list for this weekend at Malakuta. It's been well overdue. Okay, number 1 is Samurai Rods, 2 Chemically Sharp, 3 MPW, 4 Savage Trailers, 5 Fishing.com.au, 6 Don the Sash, 7 Pro Strike, 8 Berkeley, 9 SLH Duff Rods, 10 Purple Patch, 11 Hurricane, 12 Here Fishy Fishy, 13 Brim by Stealth, 14 Scales, 15 Blackfin, 16 Just Winging It, 17 Lawrence Miller Rods, 18 Eco Gear JML, 19 Mad, 20 Z-Man Akuma Tool Building, 21 Richardson Marine Tackle Shack, 22 Stall Tackle and Marine, 23 LLL and Orbost Angler, 24 Matt Landscapes, 25 Chuka, 26 Trelaws Fencing, 27 Apollo Bay Fishing Charters, 28 is FG Blades, 29 Why Not a Tornado, 30 is Wobbly Mix, 31 Darmody Electrical, 32 Daiwa, 33 Wild Wings TXD, 34 is the Green Machine, 35 Real Steel, 36 Catchin, 37 All Trades, 38 Barely Legal, 39 Southwest, 40s Fanatics, 41 Nothing But Net, 42 Procrastinators, 43 Tornado, 44 Pelican Food Truck, 45 NJH Plumbing, 46 Atomic 89 Samurai, 47 Flats Rats, 48 Australia, 49 Taiwan On, 50s Pro Strike, 51 EGM Revisited, 52 One Fish at a Time, 53 is the Brim Busters, and 54 is Brim It On. So that is your starting list. And that basically brings us to our briefing. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. At the end of our first day's weigh-in on the Saturday, we'll do our random draw prizes that we normally draw on the briefing night. So, you know, we've got our spotter sunglasses, we've got our PFDs, thanks to Humminbird. We're giving away a random draw Shimano prize and our Shimano Junior Angler prize. We've got a couple of Daiwa rods as well that we're giving away as a random draw. So some really good random draw prizes on the Saturday after the weigh-in, which obviously will be on the live stream. So if you're not at the weigh-in, you will see if you win. We'll be at the Malakuta Hotel for dinner Friday night, so feel free to come and support the pub, have a meal and have a chat. But looking forward to a great weekend, guys. And yeah, we'll see you soon.